Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Nikita from BISP Solution. So in this session, we are going to create medical post voluntary deduction. So I'll just give you the short introduction about the medical post tax voluntary deduction. So post tax benefit contribution are taken from an employee's paycheck after tax have already been deducted. One of the most common plan paid for on a post-tax basis is disability insurance. So if the disability premium is deducted from their salary on the basis of pre-tax, or if the employer pays the premium, the benefit will be taxable at the time they receive claim payment. So it is typically preferred to deduct premium post tax because employee will not have to pay tax on the benefit they receive in the future. So if they were to experience is a disability, so that's why some company provide the medical post tax voluntary deduction. So let's see the test case and then move on to the application where we are going to create this voluntary deduction element. So these are the tasks we are going to perform in the session. First, we create a medical post voluntary deduction. Then we find existing employee Joseph, who is a director of payroll, and then associate the medical post element with the employee and then run the quick pay for this post voluntary deduction. So let's move on to the application, and here I'm just scroll down and then find the show more option and then find the element option under the payroll. Okay, so you can see here element under the payroll option. You just click on it and just create new one. Click on the add icon. Here select the legislative data group. I select here the US, and the primary classification is a voluntary deduction. Okay. And the secondary classification is a benefit after tax, and then click on the continue option. Okay, so here just give the name. And then the reporting name. I just select here the voluntary deduction and then give the description for this. Okay, the currency is automatically populated because we already select the US legislative data group. And then if you want allow this element automatically receive when you create any employee, then just select the yes. And then here you select the first standard earning date for the earliest entry date, and for latest entry date you can select here the last standard earning date. Okay, then this is on the payroll relationship level, and there is another option where when there are insufficient funds to cover the deduction. So what option do you want to choose here? Say take a partial deduction but do not create a areas. Then if does this element recur each payroll period, so you can select yes and process the element only once in a period. So you can also select here yes. And then can a person have more than one entry of this element? So no. Let's just click on the next option. Here, select the calculation rule for this element and then click on the next option. Just review the information here and then submit this element. So it take a little bit time. for creating the template for this element. So we just wait. Okay, so our element is now created here. Just define the eligibility for this element. And then submit. And if you want to give default input value here, you can give here. Okay, so right now it's language change. Let's give into the running time. Okay, so our next step is find an existing employee and then associate this medical post element deduction with the employee and then run the quick pay. Okay, so we define the eligibility for this element. Let's move on to the simplified quick pay option where we are going to associate this element to the employee. Okay, just scroll down, click on the show more option, and here find the simplified quick pay. Search for the employee here and open it. Okay, so this is the employee, the Joseph, whom we are going to assign the element we just created. Here search for the element, the disability, and then click on OK and then continue. Here just give the amount for this element. I just give here the $10 and then submit this. Okay, just make sure this checkbox is checked before running the process and then click on the submit option. Okay, so it's processing, so just wait for a while. Okay, so it's completed now, and there are so many information statements of earning here, the net payment, the earning, and the so we define the disability post tax. So here under the other deduction option, we have our deduction, which is a disability medical post tax. Okay, we just give to the employee. So this is how we can create the medical post tax, and I also explain you what is the post tax deduction. So just try it out, and this is the easiest process to creating a deduction element. So I hope it is clear to you. Thank you so much for watching the video.